We have some more great crafts for you today, and we're focusing on sheep and shepherds. We're talking about how Jesus is the good shepherd. We hear his voice and recognize it, and he knows his sheep, calls them by name, and takes care of them. So our first craft today is going to focus on the shepherd, our second on the sheep. We're going to make a shepherd's staff bugle, or shepherd's staff microphone, if you will, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to create a shepherd's staff, and we're going to use a paper towel tube as our base, or toilet paper, but you might want something a bit longer. We're going to cover this and then extend it into the shape of a shepherd's hook, and then we'll add a little caption on the end and decorate it. So start with your base, and you can use whatever you like to cover this. You can use wrapping paper or regular construction paper. I am going to use foil, mostly because it's a little loud. Mostly because it's easier to form. Paper just gets a little tricky when you come into this crook handle part here. Or crook, I guess the handle is the part you're carrying, whatever. So we're going to wrap the foil around it. You might need a little bit of tape to reinforce things. You might even want to stick some glue on the tube beforehand, which I didn't do in this case, but you could. Then I'm going to add some more on top. Now, if you want to turn this into like a rattle, like a noisemaker type of rattle thing, you could put some dry beans or rice or something in the bottom here, and then cover that bottom and make it something you could shake. That's another option. We're going to use it more as the bugle call to get the element of the shepherd knowing the sheep and the sheep knowing his voice. So we're going to continue as we get to the top here. You just want to kind of carefully tent it, pretending like there's still something in this space so you don't completely scrunch it up, and then try to poof it out just a bit so you can bend it and still make it look like a believable shepherd's staff there. So just scrunch it at the very bottom. And there we go. There's the basis of our staff. Now we're going to add some decoration. First, a little bit of reinforcing tape, just to make sure things stay as they should. You might want a little tape on that crook end part as well. And now we're going to add a little decoration. You don't have to do this, but it's kind of fun. So we're going to throw on some stickers. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to write on this because, after all, it's foil. Unless you have, sometimes permanent marker can show up, but that is up to you. And we're just going to throw on some fun stickers here and there and everywhere. And then we'll add a little caption to remember what it's all about and bring it together. So I'm going to cut a strip of paper here, and we will write something to the effect of Jesus is the good shepherd. He calls me, or he calls my name. I hear his voice. Get a reference going there, John 10. And I can stick this on as well. And there we have our shepherd's staff, which doubles as, wait for it, this is the fun part. Hello! It's kind of like an alpine horn, really. So not only do you have a fun shepherd's crook to remember the good shepherd, you also have a noisemaker for calling the name and hearing the voice. So that is craft number 1, shepherd based. craft number 2 is the sheep. So what we're going to do, we're going to need a paper plate and a bunch of cotton balls. So we're going to decorate this paper plate to be our little sheep, and then we're going to make it into a sheep mask. Now, you have a couple of options for this. The way that I'm going to show you is going to be making a complete sheep face. Try saying that 5 times fast. But you could also cut the inner part of your paper plate out and make it a mask that is easier to see out of, that you can just hold up and have your face be the inside of the sheep. It's totally up to you. But we are going to make our face here. So we're going to start out, sorry about that. We're going to put some happy little sheep eyes here. Or if you have googly eyes, you could do that. Or if you, again, want to continue into this sheep mask kind of idea, you could even have the eyes, you could cut out the slits for the eyes and have your eyes be the eyes. I'll warn you, it looks a tiny bit creepy, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. So here's my happy little sheep mouth. And you can write on here, or you can add an extra caption of paper on the bottom. You can write something like, I am Jesus' lamb. He is the shepherd. Now I'm going to add on a couple of fun little ears because, you know, sheep. Why not? So I'm going to cut out a couple little triangles that I can put on as my sheep ears. And then we're going to add the extra fun sheepy part, naturally the cotton balls. So let me get my ears on here. So I'm going to tape the ears for better stickage factor. And then we will glue the cotton balls. So here's my ears. We're going to try our best to make this look like it is actually a sheep and not a bear or a dog or a rabbit. You know, sometimes these things are challenging, but get nice and slathered up in some glue. You can do a little section at a time. And just go to town with these cotton balls. Just go all the way around. And make the whole face just all covered in cotton ball goodness here. Cotton balls are a must-have whenever you are doing any sort of lesson on shepherds and or sheep. You can play hide the cotton ball for the tale of the lost sheep. Or you can take care of the cotton ball if you were being the shepherd. The possibilities really are endless. Cotton balls are great. So, final touch here, in order to make this more mask-like, is we're going to attach a popsicle stick or a longer stick, whatever you've got, to the back so that this can be held up nice and sturdy. And then you've got your I am Jesus' little lamb mask. Again, option B would be to cut this out and have your face in the center, which is super cute. Option C could even be you can make this a wearable mask by hole punching the sides and stringing some yarn or ribbon in here so that you could actually tie the mask around your face if you really want to get into that sheep thing. But totally up to you. Sheep mask, to remember we are sheep. Shepherd staff, because he is the shepherd who calls us by name. So, a couple of fun crafts that will hopefully help you share this wonderful message of how God is our shepherd. He cares for us, he loves us, we listen for his voice, and we follow him. So, enjoy, take it, make it your own, Do whatever you like with it. Hopefully, it is a potential blessing to you and your ministry, wherever and with whomever that might be. Don't forget to join us again because we have new crafts and messages every week. So, go make some crafts, make some disciples, and we will see you next time.